people. Welcome back to OTMkast podcast, where we dive into anything and everything that shapes our lives, from sports to lifestyle, from fashion to careers and beyond. This is your one-stop destination for insightful conversations and engaging discussions. On today's episode, I did a little research of my own, and I was asking people, what does it really mean when life knocks you down? And when people say get back up, keep pushing, what does it really mean to you when people ask you to, or when people say get back up when life knocks you down? So I spoke to a lot of people, and I got a little bit of feedback, which I've decided to put into this episode today. So my question to you listening or you watching is, when life sucker punches you, what do you do? And what do I mean by that? So you had this exam that you've been studying really hard for, morning, afternoon, night, sometimes midnight, and you went into this exam, or you sat down for hours, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, and by the time the result comes out, you realize you failed. It's it's a moment of sadness for you because everything you had poured, all the times you had poured into it, literally has gone down the drain. You were having this awesome relationship that started off great. You were having the time of your life. A year went by, 2 years went by, 3 years went by. But for some reason or the other, the relationship ended. Sometimes it could be you guys are engaged. Sometimes it could be you guys are married, and then divorce comes into it. Or it could be you've been having a good time with someone you just saw today, for example, and tomorrow you heard they're dead. This is someone really close to you. You felt pain, you felt agony, you sad, and all of that. Because sometimes life doesn't go the way we plan it, and we've all been there. It is called rock bottom. But here is the key: rock bottom is not the end, it's a place to rebuild. In this episode, I'll be talking briefly about some things that I heard from people when I asked them, when life knocks you down, how do you get back up? I mean, let's get real. Failing an exam is not something anybody wishes for or anybody wants to do. Ending a relationship is not something that people would go into just so they can end it. I mean, a loving relationship, a dedicated and committed relationship. You've been with someone, you've known them all your life, let's say your family member, and all of a sudden they were in an accident and they died. They didn't make it. You're sad. You've you've lost probably your best friend, let's say your mom, your dad, your brother, your sisters, a sibling, and all of that. And this moment that happened to us makes us question everything. Sometimes you feel depressed, you feel anxiety, you go through different traumas of life, and you just don't know how to go about it. One thing is, pain is, how do I put it? It's universal. But what we do with those pain is a personal decision. So, how do people get back up? How do they bounce back? I mean, we've all been there one way or the other. Either heartbroken, lost a family member, failed an exam, traveled a mile away and got into an accident. You never want to drive again or ride a motorbike or something. So here are some of the tips that I got from people and some of the things that I applied to my life as well that I'm about to share with you. And if you have any other tip that could be useful to any other person when you were down, when you were knocked down by life, and then you get back up, Please leave it in the comment. So, one of the things that I got here was they allow themselves to feel. Crying, as I've come to realize, doesn't make you weak. Neither does silence. You have to let yourself feel to heal. Whether you're journaling about what you're going through, you're praying about it, or you're talking to someone. The best thing that you can do at a time is not to bottle it up within yourself. If you're not the type of person that share your story or your personal story, one of the things you can do is to write it down, journal it in some way, or go pray to God, Muhammad, or anything, any faith that you believe in. The other thing that I got was they reconnect with purpose. So when life breaks you, go back to why you started in the first place, whether it was your dream or your faith or your family or even money. What got you started? Why did you start in the first place? So go back to that reason and let it be a motivation to why you would get back up or why it could help you get back up. Another thing is they take small steps. A comeback, like I was saying in one of my episodes, starts with a leap. It starts with you literally getting out of bed, drinking water, showing up one step at a time. You literally don't have to rush everything at once, but take one step at a time, get up bed, drink water, show up or whatever it is, and just take it one step at a time. Another thing is to seek community. You don't have to go through it alone. Talking to someone always helps. It could be a mentor, it could be a friend, it could be your parents, or even a therapist. They say community is a safety net. I mean, be careful of people you talk to because not everyone has your best interest. But talking to people that you trust and that trust you could go a long way, could help you get back up and could help you heal from any pain that you're going through. And last but not least, they accept the lesson that you taught them. Every failure, every heartbreak or loss teaches you something. Sometimes the lesson is, how do I put it, is painful, but it is necessary for growth. At one point, we've all lost someone, either a friend, a family member, a boyfriend, a fiance, a husband, a teacher, a pastor, someone dear to us. But one thing that you need to do is to take that pain as a lesson. Take that pain and use it for a greater good. I mean, where I come from, you hurt some people, they can use the pain of you hurting them and get back to you, and not in a very good way. So, how can you motivate yourself in getting back up? Maybe you are in the middle of a storm right now. Let us talk together and let me talk to you directly. Motivating yourself can go a long way to getting back up. It is very hard sometimes when some of this painful or hurtful scenarios keeps you up at night. It's very difficult for you to get out of bed and want to try again. Depression is a real thing. Anxiety and trauma, PTSDs, are a real thing. So, how can you motivate yourself in getting back up when life or something knocks you down? Visualize your comeback. Picture the version of you that made it through, the version that made it possible, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Just what you want to do is just vision that comeback. Speak life over yourself. The Bible says there is power in the tongue. And I believe so much that the tongue can do a lot of damage. What you say about yourself says a lot. Are you saying you're a failure or you're saying you're a success? Are you praying for yourself for your downfall or are you praying for yourself for elevation? Do you see yourself as a failure today? That is not how you speak life into you. You want to speak life and get it out of bed and say, I'm a success. The tongue is very powerful. And it's one of the most essential thing that you can do. Whatever you speak into your life can go a long way. Find a routine. Structure always gives stability. Start with 1, 2, or 3 things a day. Wake up at a set time. It could be 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever time, and just move your body. And do one thing that it is that you love. Is it cooking? Is it reading a book? Is it talking to friends? Just do something that you love. It helps and motivates you to get back up. Is he motivational speakers? Is he the successful people you read about their lives? You read about people that have been dealt with. I mean, when I say dealt with, life has really dealt with them. And some way, somehow, they find themselves and they're successful again. Some of you might know this show, Shark Tank. Some of the people or some of the entrepreneurs that you see in there have been turned down, but yet they come back and become success. Set one goal. I've always said this thing. You don't have to set 10, you don't have to set 20. You just set one. Achieve that one and go for the next one. It could be you trying to apply for a job. Once you finish an interview and they didn't pick you to the final stage, that's fine. Apply for the new one. It's always you not relenting. And last but not least, as you guys always know I'll keep saying, celebrate progress and not perfection. I'm not perfect. I will never be. But one thing that I would always do is celebrate the progress or the growth that I achieve. No one is perfect. Don't wait until you've made it before you start celebrating yourself. Celebrating yourself can go a long way. And it all starts in the state of mind. So we would keep it at that. And before I go, here is one thing that I want you to remember. You have survived 100% of your worst days so far. Do you know what that means? It means you have a 100% survivor and success rate. The failure you had yesterday built you up to be a better person today. The pain of yesterday built you up to be a better person today. So you are a survivor and 100% at that. So keep that up. And if you're listening right now, I want you to say to yourself, you're not alone, you're not broken, you are becoming. And always remember one thing, no one writes your story, you do. So whatever story you're writing for yourself today speaks a lot about you. So when life knocks you down, think about or come back to this episode to listen to it. Look at the comment and see some of the tips that people have given or have written in there. You can write your own to come back to it. So whatever it is you do, pick yourself up and keep striving and keep going. Thank you all for listening to OTMkast podcast once again. Remember, no one writes your story, you do. I appreciate you all. Till we talk again, have a good day, a good night, wherever it is you're listening from. Bye.